Hi children. So yesterday we started this chapter that how do plants differ from animals, and we saw that the two scenarios where animals and plants are different. One is food, right? So let us revise it. Food. How do plants have food? Plants prepare food during the process called as photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide, whereas animals cannot prepare their own food. They depend on plants or either other animals for their food. So the animals that eat plants are called as vegetarians, and the animals that eat other animals are called as carnivorous animals, children. So we saw certain examples yesterday, right? And there are certain kind of plants, only special kind of plants which cannot prepare their own food are molds and mushrooms. So mushrooms grow on dead and decaying matter of the plants, right? So like this, some animals and the favorite foods: cows, buffaloes, goats, they eat grass, whereas elephant, which is the biggest mammal on the land, which is the biggest mammal on the land, children. The biggest animal on the land, it eats sugarcane, and other animals eat other animals. And then we saw animals can move, whereas plants, because of their limbs that are legs, they can move from one place to another place, whereas plants and trees, their roots tightly packed to the soil in which they grow. That's why they cannot move from one place to another place. So today the third difference. See, animals breathe differently, right? So most of the animals, children, they breathe through their nose. You've seen so many animals around you, right? So here are some of them. See, he has taken horse. There's a donkey there. So donkey is a very rare thing to see now. Earlier, when we were of your age, donkeys were very common, right? They were used for taking lot of luggage from one place to, especially the people who used to go wash clothes. Washermen used to take them. Now donkey is a very rare animal. We don't see much donkeys here. Horses. So as you can see there, the front of their face, all the animals have what? Nose, right? You can see near your houses you can see what? You can see dogs, you can see cats. So all the animals have nose, which further goes through the body, through the windpipe, and finally we have something called as lungs, children, right? Tiger whale breathe through their lungs. So lungs are very important part of the breathing system. See, all the animals, right, breathe through their nose, right? So this dolphin doesn't have nose in the front of its face. So what it does, on the top of its body, it comes to the surface now and then, right? It cannot breathe underwater. One dolphin and whale, children, they cannot breathe underwater. What they have to do, for every now and then they have to come to the surface, take in oxygen, again go back. So again these are called these animals breathe through their lungs. So in the bottom I have given, right here I have given the picture of a human body, right? So these are the lungs, you can see there, right? You can see this is the picture of lungs, right here. This is the lungs, of the human body, right? These lungs, that expand and contract as we breathe, right? So much more detail about this you will learn in your higher classes, how the lungs work, what are the different parts of the lungs. So we have to keep our lungs healthy. That is a very important thing. These is a very important organ of the body, so we need to keep our lungs healthy to stay healthy, because if we don't get pure oxygen in our body, that will result in many diseases. Okay. Now see, insects. So till now we have not discussed about insects, right? So I have a question for you now, children. I have a question for you. So are insects animals? See my question again. Are insects animals? So who knows the answer for that? Right? So this is a question for you. You ask your parent, or you go through other thing tomorrow. If you want, if you come to know about the answer, you can put it in the group. If you come to know about the answer, you can put it in the group. Tomorrow I will tell you whether they are animals or not. So see, as in the previous picture we saw that some animals breathe through lungs. Insects are very small, you know that, right? You have seen housefly, cockroach, grasshoppers, butterflies. They are very small. So they do not have lungs. See, this is different. So what we can say, insects do not have lungs. So how do they breathe then? If they do not have lungs, how do they breathe? See, the surface, means the surface of the insects have small pores. The body, on the body, meaning insect body has small holes, we call it as pores in them, right? Through that air is exchanged. See, even our body, children, has also holes. Human body is also holes. That's why we have small openings called as pores. That's why we sweating, bevar eduk barutte namge, because air, hot air goes out through the body. We call it as not respiration, we call it as perspiration, PRES. Right? So during sweating, hot air goes out, with that water also comes out of the body. That's why we get sweat. In the same way, insect bodies have holes or pores. Through that gases are exchanged, means they leave out carbon dioxide gas and they take in oxygen, right? And the main thing is this spiracles, right? So let's insects breathe through spiracles. They are wide openings, or they are the things present in the insect body which help in breathing. So almost all insects like housefly, mosquito, cockroach, grasshoppers, butterflies, they all breathe through this spiracle. So again, as discussed yesterday, plants prepare their food through leaves, because leaves contain something called as chlorophyll. In the same way, plants breathe through tiny pores called as stomata, right? As you can see there, leaves contain stomata, right? Leaves contain stomata, so that stomata is responsible for the breathing process of the plant. Remember children, for food plants needs carbon dioxide, whereas for breathing it needs oxygen, children, right? For preparation of food plants need carbon dioxide gas, but you all should be knowing that all animals, all living things, that includes everything, all living things need oxygen or breathe in oxygen and they give out carbon dioxide gas. So for preparation of food plants what need carbon dioxide gas, for breathing they take oxygen gas. So how is it possible? See, as I told you, photosynthesis is a process where where a plant or a tree takes in carbon dioxide, water, and during the presence of sunlight it prepares food. So sun is present in the morning, fine, sun is present in the morning, so during that time trees take carbon dioxide and leaves oxygen. ಸೊ ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾವು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಡಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮರ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋ, ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ದೇವ್ರು ಕೂಡಿಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ದೇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು 4-5 ರೌಂಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೋ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಅದೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಗಿಡ ಸುತ್ತ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ವೈ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ the morning hours plant will be during the presence of sunlight plant will be leaving oxygen outside and they will take carbon dioxide. So the area surrounding the plant or tree will have more oxygen. So if we take rounds of that tree, right, our body will get more oxygen, and as you get sufficient oxygen to your body, your mind and other things will become fresh. So that is the only scientific reason behind it. There is no other thing. Fine. So remember, for this, plants for breathing they need oxygen, for preparation of food they need carbon dioxide. Next, sense organs. Animals have sense organs. So how many sense organs are there for animals? We'll speak about plants, right? There are 5 sense organs, children. Right? So do you remember them? Can anyone recall them while doing the chapter? What are the 5 sense organs? So if they are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the last one is skin. Right? There are 5 sense organs for human being anta helan general agi. Right? So what does the purpose? See, what are sense organs? Sense organs are the organs which have their own particular set of duties to perform. For example, eyes. What is the purpose of eye? Eye helps us to see things around us, right? Ears help us to listen to things around us. Nose helps us to smell the things around us. Tongue helps us to taste the things around us. And skin is spread all over the body, so it helps us to feel things around it. What do you mean by feel? Feel means cold, hot, dry, wet, So these are some things which we can feel on the skin, right? So these are some of the functions of sense organs. You will learn more about this in other classes, right? So as you can see, all animals have their own sense organs. So by these sense organs, they feel or sense the things around them. In the same way, plants, right? So see, if you you take a stone and hit and throw it to a dog, what does dog do? Dog run away because it senses danger from you. It senses the danger. No, if I stay here, the stone will come and hit me and it will hurt me. So animals will run away. But what about plants? Plants do they feel anything? Yes, plants are also living organisms. They also feel pain when you pluck their flowers, when you pluck their leaves, when you pluck their branches, when they cut their branches, or when you cut the tree, they also feel pain. But thing is, they cannot express it, like animals and human beings. They cannot express that. They do not have mouth to speak. They do not tell. Like if God or if the Creator would have provided mouth to plants, it had have scolded us daily. Because we are the human beings are the main reason why so many plants or trees are cut every day. So there is one example of sense in plants. So this plant is called as touch me not plant. So I don't know the scientific name, but the common name of this plant is touch me not plant. So this is a very common plant. You have seen, I think if you go to some very small hilly regions or very area where human population is less, no, here only in Hospet we get it in so many places. So if you see this plant, if you touch this plant, what happens? The leaves starts to fold by themselves. So that is a sense. Means sense, when you touch it, the plant feels that it is under danger. So it gives a response to that. It gives a response to that by folding all its leaves. See the first picture and the second picture. So in the first picture, person is touching the touch me not plant. In the second picture, what has happened? The leaves of the plants are folding by itself. This is a response given by the plant to the touch made by a person. Next is something called as reproduction. Right? So reproduction is very important phenomenon in continuation of life on planet Earth. Right? Because no one is going to live forever, right? One or the other day everyone has to die. So whatever has a beginning has an end. It's a very old saying. You can say that anything that has a beginning always has an end. Right? Very old saying. So in the same way, if more and more animals or more and more plants do not come, so then what happens? One day Earth will go extinct. Extinct and then no one will be there to live on Earth. So what is the process to continue the life form on Earth? That is reproduction. So what is reproduction? So reproduction is a process where you can produce similar kinds of yourself. For example, birds can produce or birds can reproduce eggs. Turtles can reproduce turtles. Snakes can reproduce snakes. Human beings can reproduce human beings. Cats can reproduce cats. Lion can reproduce. So generations we tell. By reproduction we can give the next generation that can lead life on the earth. So in the same way, reproduction are done in many types. So animals reproduce by laying eggs or giving birth to young ones. See, some of the animals, they lay eggs, right? So these are some example here. See, birds, there's a parrot there, snakes, tortoise, crocodiles, and many other, Komodo dragon, right? These are some of the animals that lay eggs. They directly do not give birth to young ones. They lay eggs, and after some days those eggs hatch. So chicken is another good example for that. They also lay eggs. So after some days the eggs hatch and young ones comes out of that. In the same way, cats, cows, tigers, lions, and main thing is human beings, means us. We directly reproduce. We directly reproduce what? Young ones. So this is reproduction for you. And hence also lay eggs. Right? So these are some of the mammals that give. What are mammals, children? Can anyone tell me? This is also a question for you. You can put it in the group. Tomorrow, one thing, 2 questions I have asked. If you remember, what was the question? Or you have forgot? Right? I will show you once again. What are insects, animals? That was the first question I asked. And what are mammals? Tomorrow I will answer when I take the check. Right? So cats are called as kittens. The babies of cat are called as kittens. The babies of dogs are called as puppies, and like that. Then that was about animals. How about plants? Right? So plants grow from seeds. Right? Plants grow from trees. So big trees, first of all, transmission of seeds means moving of seeds from one place to another place. See, animals can move from one place to another place. We know that, but plants cannot move. So how trees grow all over the forest? So they take the help of different natural phenomena that are winds, rains, flowing water, and birds and animals. So when birds and animals come and sit on the plant or tree, the seeds gets the pollen. We call them as pollen grains. Pollen grains anta helತೀವಿ. Pollen grains gets attached to the plant, to the animal or the insect or to a bird. So it flies to other place. So while flying, what happens? While flying, it drops the pollen grain that is attached to it in different places. So when that pollen grain or the seed drops to the earth, it goes inside the earth and it starts to grow. So this process of growth is called as germination of seeds or plants ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So much detail you learn in higher classes. Let us take this germination process. So as you can see there in the beginning, there is a small seed. Slowly, as you can see, seed starts to grow. That seed starts to grow. It's a slow process. So it reaches this stage, then from here to this, and finally it comes out of the earth. Earth means comes out of the soil, and it becomes a plant or a tree. Right? As you can see there, a plant starts to grow in both the direction. One is away like this, and one is below. As you can see here below, even roots are also starting to grow, and a part of the plant starts to grow away from the seed so that it comes out, because see, thing is the seed contains food. What is seed? Seed contains food and necessary material for the growth of a plant. So once it has to reach out quickly to the surface so that the leaves get exposed to the sunlight and start preparing food. So till then sufficient food is present, or food is present in the seed or the plants to grow. Once the leaves of the plants reaches to the outer surface, it starts preparing its own food. Right, so animals and plant depend on each other. This is right, very important. See, as I told, no, during preparation of food or during photosynthesis, not all the time. During photosynthesis, plants give oxygen and they take carbon dioxide, but other time plants also need oxygen. So during the process of photosynthesis, plants leave oxygen into the atmosphere. So that oxygen is needed by so many things. Here, all the animals and insects need oxygen to survive on this planet, because oxygen is very important gas. It helps us in breathing, right? That breathing, why do we need? You will come to why do we need to breathe oxygen? Yak ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ oxygen, right? That you will learn. So there is something called, I will give a very hint. It helps in combustion inside the body, right? ಇಷ್ಟೇ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬೇರೆದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೈಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿತೀರ. Fine. So this giving and taking process, right? It takes in carbon dioxide and gives oxygen. So this is a specialty of plants. You know, children, who was a scientist who told that plants have life, right? He was a great Indian scientist and his name was J.C. Bose. So he was a famous scientist who proved that plants have life, children. So during the process of photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and they give oxygen outside, so that can be taken by other animals for breathing. So now what is happening? We are cutting many trees and plants, right? So that is a very wrong thing that we are doing. In the name of development, what is happening? Many trees and plants are being cut. Many forests are getting destroyed. So due to that, what is happening? The population of trees are going down. So if there are no trees left, the pollution will increase. There will be no pure air for us to breathe. So what is our main aim? We have to conserve our forests. Main thing, conserve our forests. Forests are very important source where most of the carbon dioxide is taken, oxygen is given out into the atmosphere, right? So as you can see, some of the animals are also going extinct. So if animals are getting less, we call them they are becoming extinct. Extinction ಅಂತ extinct ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Extinct is almost vanished, complete ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. Will very their population is getting reduced so less that one fine day there will be no tigers left. So government has started an initiative called as Save Tiger Initiative. That Save Tiger Initiative, where lots of steps have been taken to save the tigers. You cannot hunt tigers, all those things, and rules have been made very strict if you do so. Fine. So like that, so many animals and plants and birds have already vanished from the earth. 30-40 years back they were there, but they were not there because excessive hunting had made this. At the same time, see, in order to keep these wild animals safe, we need to save our forests, because wild animals cannot come to cities and live. They need, their home is forest. So what we need to do? At the same time, we need to conserve forest. We need to conserve forest, and this completes your chapter, and hope you understood. It's a easy chapter, and tomorrow we'll start with the new chapter. So, and before that, I asked you 2 questions. You put the answers for this or those, or I'll say it tomorrow. Thank you, children.